Nobody don't need that much hairspray. Not nobody.
That man ain't
But
got nothing to do with nothing.
That man hate for no reason.
it ain't hate. How you gonna hate Seminole Nation? Did you pay us to rent the stadium? You know who owned the Hard Rock Stadium, right? I'm just putting it out there. Putting it out there.
Boy, Lawrence is cheering on his Engineers of Atlanta in the comments, man.
I know. Hold on. Let me see if I can on the phone. Yeah, I'm gonna show that on stage.
You say Engineers of Atlanta.
Yeah, that's their name. What else do you go to Georgia Tech for besides to be an engineer?
Be engineer. That's it.
Baby,
That was
it's not a disrespect. Like, it's a good school.
that was one of my schools I was gonna go to.
What, G
You
Tech?
wanted to major in engineering, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
The
did.
Engineers of Atlanta, strike again.
Yep. So,
The boys undefeated.
Yeah.
yeah, they is. Yeah, they
I
is.
swear, the last time I remember that team was good, Calvin Johnson was the receiver.
Demarius Thomas, they had Demarius Thomas. But we are here
good.
today to celebrate quarterback play at HBCUs. And the reason that I say that is because I read a lot of articles about players in FCS, and I want to be able to come on to the podcast. And if it's a player that I don't know about, I want to be able to get on here and talk about the player that I don't know about. Well, ladies and gentlemen, when they highlighted, and I forget who wrote the article, they highlighted an article. I believe it was Sam Herder, one of those guys. They highlighted the article about the quarterbacks of FCS. And every one of the descriptions talked about how the gentleman their ability to rush the football. If we gonna start this shit,
What you mean start? When they stop?
I'm trying to figure out.
Shit. When did they stop?
listen, I realize that the bar is different for HBCU football players, but the quarterback position still revolves around throwing the football.
Yeah.
And of the 4 players that they listed, the very first thing they talked about was his ability to run the football and his completion percentage. Meanwhile, Christian Peters over there at UAPB is throwing the ball 1,000,000 times a game, spreading it all over the field.
You know what?
And again,
was it TP that talked about how they pigeonhole black quarterbacks into being dual threat, and that's the issue with Shador and Cam Ward? They're not dual threat. They pocket passes, and they just simply don't know what to say or do with them. Wasn't that you, TP?
Yeah, that was me.
Same should apply.
So I'm seeing a pattern for these Canada junior quarterbacks. And who is it? All these people, Zach, FCS Nation Radio, all y'all sold me the bill of goods about that quarterback from Canada Junior State. He ain't even on the squad. We wasted a draft pick on him.
Oh, talking about the one that tried to turn into a receiver and a running back?
Oh, no. The quarterback from North Dakota State, they actually drafted him as a quarterback. The quarterback from South Dakota State was the one they tried to turn into a receiver, and it didn't work.
I mean, because at this point he's 24. He been playing QB his whole life.
So
I think it starts young, right? Because if I'm telling this kid, hey, you a dual threat quarterback from the jump, and you teach them to run before you teach them to pass. And that's a thing that goes back to Little League, because that's not a big thing in most youth football. They're not airing the ball out 30 times a game. It's ground and pound. And if you're the best athlete, you're usually either the quarterback or the running back. And if you're the quarterback, then you're taught to run as a quarterback. You're not taught to pass. And then once you get to middle school and high school, you might get lucky and go to a situation where the coach prioritizes passing, or at least makes it an emphasis to teach that particular attribute to his quarterbacks. And what we see is that's not always the biggest thing. It's always, can you run the ball? Can you at least get us down the field with your legs? Now they done went all these years, and finally you get to varsity in high school, and now we throwing the ball. Now, if you got it or you don't, because you ain't been taught it. This hasn't been a priority your whole life, and now they expect you to go out there and air the ball out. And I'm speaking primarily for black quarterbacks, because when you got a little white kid on your team that can throw the ball, it's automatic. Okay, we're gonna put him at quarterback and we're gonna throw it some. But you don't get the same opportunities to the other kids, and that's just something that we gotta fix it.
The thing that has changed as of late is the invention of 7-on-7.
Mm-hmm.
That is a pure quarterback-driven. Like, these kids are light years when they get to high school now than what they were back when I played football. Like,
100%,
as far as,
especially the skill positions.
Yeah.
But that brings me back to quarterback play is more than just throwing the ball. And Absolutely. I'm not talking about running. I'm talking about the mental aspect of playing quarterback. Is not, you don't get that in 7-on-7. You don't. You
don't have a rusher.
You don't have. They not finna hit you in 7-on-7. You ain't got to step up when they got blitz. You see the linebacker about to blitz, but the only way you can properly deliver this pass is if you step up into the pocket and throw it. There's so many quarterbacks, they won't do it. They'll drop back, they'll hang, and then next thing you know, the ball floating in the air, and that is migrated. That's the best thing I used to like to see, because I played safety. I love ducks. Ducks are going the other way, and that happens far too often because these quarterbacks aren't taught how to step up properly in the pocket. They patting the ball, they're staring down receivers. And then now when we get to college, we expecting them to work miracles. It just don't happen that way. So that's why we starting to see these quarterbacks come from up north, where they throw the ball. They coming from, where you say, Canada Junior. Yeah, I go get me a Canada Junior, because I tell you what, if he's athletic and he can throw the ball already, then that's already half of my job done. All I got to do is teach him how to use his legs. Because if you know how to throw the ball, then you're already one step. Because it's easier to learn how to run than it is to how to stand in the pocket and deliver the pass. I promise you.
Well, and again, I'm only saying this because on the FCS level, it is easier to win with quarterbacks who are mobile. But like I said on Twitter, are we developing them to the next level? Like I said on Twitter, are we developing them to the next level?
Now, I'm going to tell you like this, though. When you think about it, what is a pocket quarterback? What is a pocket passer? We ain't got that anymore in the NFL. We probably got maybe one, probably, you count a handful, on one hand, who'll just stand up in there in the pocket and just rifle it down, rifle it down the field. But we ain't got those type of quarterbacks anymore. You got a QB that throw in a mobile. That's not considered a dual threat, but they can throw the ball. Their first instinct is to throw the ball. And you are mobile. You are mobile enough to get away from the pass rush. You are mobile enough to sidestep and find you a passing lane. You are mobile enough to, let's say, if the pass rush is coming out the backside, which is your weak side, hey, go on and scramble for about 3 or 4 yards. Move up in the pocket. You know what I'm saying?
I'll use Brett Favre for example, right?
Yep.
I'll give you Brett Favre, man. Brett Favre wasn't the greatest athlete by any means, but he knew how to buy time to make plays down the field. The goal as quarterback is still to deliver the ball down the field. Yep. Just because you can use your legs and take off don't mean you need to every play. For one thing, career longevity is a thing, because if you out there getting your bell rang, you're not gonna last too long. I don't care who you are. So if you got to use your legs to get away from these fat dudes rushing you to deliver the pass, then that's all the better. But that's what I say. It's easier to teach somebody how to use their legs than it is to teach them how to stand in the pocket and throw the ball. Mm-hmm. Just to what Doc was saying, like, you just got to have a little wiggle. Just get out of harm's way and hit the open man. Because if you get in the pocket for 5 seconds, somebody's open.
Yeah. Back in the day, they didn't have people that were 6 foot 4 or 5 or 6 inches, 300 and something pounds, running 4.5s and 4.6s and 4. They didn't have that. That's
a runaway train right there.
You can stand in the pocket.
The level of athleticism has evolved over time. Yep. Right? Because we look back when Michael Vick was playing, he was like one of the only ones that's running around with speed like that. But a lot of the defenses didn't have the speed to compensate to be able to even try to stop him. And Vick played today, it would look a little bit different, because we see guys like Michael Vick. If you want to compare anybody in the league right now to Michael Vick, I'm looking at Justin Fields. No, I'm looking at Justin Fields. I'm looking at Fields and the way he plays.
Yep.
And it's, the similarity you get me every time, the way he's able to get out of trouble in the pocket and then get up the field. Lamar Jackson, he's somebody that has revolutionized the game from the ability to throw the ball as a African-American quarterback who is also one of the best runners in the league. Because when you pair those things together, it's a nasty combination. And that's why Lamar Jackson got multiple MVPs. It hasn't translated to Super Bowl, but it'll come. It'll come. They keep pressing, it'll come. But that's the thing though, because all these guys are so athletic right now. If your quarterback can't move, you in trouble.
Here's the thing. Hold on, but I'm gonna say this. There's another QB I used to hate seeing him play my Cowboys back in the day, and that's Randall Cunningham.
Oh shit!
That was Mr.
Randall was. Oh my gosh!
Randall Cunningham ran the ball because he was that freaking athletic, but he moved himself out of he was so athletic he could move himself out of the way to find passing lanes, and then just so athletic that this dude was a fucking punter.
But you got to think about it. When he was early in his career with the Eagles, they didn't win. He made great plays with his legs, no doubt. One of the greatest scramblers of all time. Oh, yeah. But when did he actually look like an elite quarterback?
When he went to Minnesota.
And the priority.
And he had a quarterback coach. Yeah, Brian
Bennett was his quarterback coach.
That too. But the passing was more prioritized. He didn't have to use his legs every play to try to make magic happen.
God bless the dead. But Buddy Ryan did not believe in offense or a quarterback coach. But I'm gonna bring this back. But I first want to introduce Doug. Doug, Alabama State alum, came down to Tallahassee. So disrespectful.
Hey, brother. Hey.
You ain't supposed to be telling that man beating like that, man. Come on.
So hold on. I seen the tweets immediately after the game. We're not gonna act like he ain't tweet just because I'm hospitable. We ain't gonna act like I ain't see the tweets. Listen, they got them a win in the rivalry, so I gave them a break.
And you still got your eyebrows? I guess
I didn't bet my eyebrows on that game.
But
on that game.
Since we got to this damn league, it's always been FAMU and ASU or something.
It's always gonna be.
something.
And I'm one of the ones that I understand. See, I know my school traditionally is a basketball school. I'm not one of those people that know that think that we have won in football. We won when I was really, really, really young with Reggie Barlow and Downtown Reggie Brown and that group, and we won with my classmates, Tavares Jackson and that group, and it took them transferring back from Power 5 schools to come back to us for us to win. And we kind of had that stretch and we went through the cold era and all that, but we didn't really, even in the cold era, we were like 7-5 most of the years, but it was just so much electricity around us. So I'm not 1-1. So that's why I'm always act like I've never won, even when I have won, because I know how it is. And even when I do win, I'm still act like I've never won because I think you should celebrate. You got to celebrate in a positive nature, celebrate with your folks. My dad, I tell them all the time, my dad and them are the reason we've never won because, they had this thing where we get coaches. We love our coaches. Most time their family, they become family, and then we don't want to remove them sometimes when things go on. So I tell them a lot of times, my dad and them are the problem because they donate, they give to the programs, and it's not about, they don't have an accountability because they be okay, But yeah, I was talking smack. I walked in and out the stadium with my drinks and everything. I had a good time down there. And honestly, the last time I was in Tallahassee, I didn't come the last time we went down there, but it was like, I think it was right before, might have been right before y'all came. No, it was the last time. Might be the first time y'all first got into the SWAC. And it was a ruckus crowd. And I want to say that game was at like 4 or 5 o'clock or something like that, or 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock. But it might have been later on in the year. So like by the time it got to the third or fourth quarter, it was nighttime. They actually got videos of me saying, hey, load up the church bus number 11, church bus number 10. It's time to go. It was the third quarter when I was saying that. But it was just such a ruckus crowd. And when I was actually really, really surprised, and I know things changed with students, and the students were there, but it didn't feel the same when we pulled up on campus, even though it was packed.
It's a different brand of students.
Like, not only that,
we call the students they got now nerds compared to when we were in college. We was a little bit thuggish. These kids are different.
I'm gonna say this. 3 o'clock games, just that's bad. 3 o'clock games is always gonna be like that.
They man, and it's a lot of times it's everywhere. We all have that problem, especially down south. Normally August and September games. I know for us, August and September games are at 6 o'clock. But now with the TV, the YouTube, and all that, they started moving them up to like I think the last one we played at 5. We played in Mary's adopted kids at 2 o'clock on Saturday. And we used to always fuss because August and September we get night games. I can tailgate all day. We can kick it. I'm ready to go to the game. All right, and then we get to October, November. They would naturally put the games at 2 or 3 o'clock, just because that's what they've always done. And I do think we do have to, but it comes, with all the media rights and all that stuff. I think we do have to kind of get more control of it, but that comes with us supporting our programs. That comes with us being there. That comes with us paying money and saying, hey, look, and I don't know nothing about all that media stuff, but I can, hey, look, if you want to schedule us and have us on camera, if you want our stands to be crowded, for us, we need to be at 5 or 6 o'clock. And it is really, really hard at 2 or 3 o'clock. The crowd is not the same. You literally can't even tailgate. Like, man, you can't. Like, it's about a 2 o'clock game.
Hey, but here's the thing, though. It be too damn hot out there until 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
Man, it was hot.
Like,
we left Montgomery Saturday. Yeah, it's too hot, man. We left Montgomery Saturday. It was cool, and I'm living in Birmingham. It was cool. By the time we got to Tallahassee, man, it was hot, man. Like you say,
ain't nobody jumping up and down, and it's 80 degrees, 85 degrees, 100% humidity. Look, you mess around, jump up one time too many. You pass out right in the stand.
I'm just saying, like, for real, like, come on now. That first game I went to in Jackson, we played Hampton. Bro, they said it's gonna be mid 80s. It's gonna be cool. It's gonna be a little bit cool. You know what I'm saying? Ain't that much humidity. I'm like, these niggas done lied to me. It was 90-something. It was like 95 degrees with 98% humidity out there. I'm on the sideline taking pictures. My mama on the sideline cussing everybody out because she hot as hell. I'm like, man, these niggas don't lie to
When I walked in the stadium Saturday, it was literally I had just got in there and it was a older, and we got to think about older alums and older folks that come to the game. It was late already getting carried out on a stretcher, and that was when the game was starting. And she wasn't doing what I was doing when I was in the game. She was in the game and had just got in there. It's just too hot. So I think we definitely got to do a better job, but I'm not in control of that. If they play at 10 o'clock, I'm going to be there.
That's why the old folks sit on that side of the stadium because it's shade over there. It's cooler.
Yeah. And they like to put me from over there, but I had a good time. That's why I say that. I'm for real. I went between, because the first hour of the game, and it's crazy that all this other stuff, the first hour of the game, I was fussing because our band wasn't even there. Because our band got stuck on I-10. I think they stopped and changed clothes or something, and they got stuck because, they didn't get there until going into the second quarter. They was in the second quarter when they came. So I think at some point I went and sat with some of the older alums and stuff like that. But it is cooler over there. But I definitely had a good time, man. And, I hate I couldn't stay longer. But, FAMU is still FAMU. When I pull up on that campus, you can see it. And I know when I cross the railroad track, the other boys are on the other side of the railroad track. But FAMU is still FAMU. The students were still there. And part of the reason the crowd wasn't in the game was because of how the game turnout was. But we all know when you get out of FAMU, they get to beating your head in. Man, it gets crazy. The Marching 100, they doing all the little dances, and they doing everything down there. But if you can go down there and kind of do what we did, it takes it away. But we kind of know in the situation where FAMU is in with their coach and, some of the turnover that you have, it's going to be like that sometimes. And we also, with some of the load ups that we've been doing, we got to win. We're in a win now position when you go get Andrew Body and some of the talent we've had. So, it is what it is. FAMU is still a good football team. When I look at the players, they still are huge. They still got 6'2", 6'3" running back. Still got wide receivers. It's just, you know how things go. Fans just kind of get caught up in it.
Like, I know you went down there for the atmosphere, but there ain't nothing like quieting somebody else's crowd. There ain't nothing like that.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, I stood up the whole game, and I literally, man, they got videos that I can't post because of my fake job. But, I had a sideline pass, so I would actually walk down there. When Troy came to Hollywood, I was up in the stands then, messing with the band. But I literally walked from by the band to where the older alums, I had some friends that were sitting over there on that side. And the nice guy would let me out the back gate by the buses. I would go to the car, get my drinks to come back in, and it was quiet, man. Like,
hey! Don't, shh. Homecoming coming up. Shh.
Oh, my bad. My bad. I would have got water.
Homecoming coming up in 2 weeks.
Hey, but look,
I'm coming up next week.
Well, I got 2 homecomings back to back. Because I went to FAMU last week. We took over that stadium. That's our stadium. Now until y'all earn it back. I got homecoming this week against Marys and the kids. And then
y'all beat us one time in 20 years. You own nothing.
Come on down to Jackson.
You own absolutely nothing. 1 million in 20 years. And you think you own
1 year. 1 year, everything down there belong to me.
Well, okay, so
y'all ain't beat us in y'all stadium. So it's
I can't tell you what to do when you win, but I'm gonna tell you what I do when I win. When I win, I'm renaming everything.
Yes or no, New? Didn't we beat y'all on y'all homecoming?
You want to hear something funny?
That's not a yes or no. That's not yes or no.
I'm about to cement what you said. You want to hear something funny? If you ask them folks from the Macon County,
drag out your answer?
Listen to me.
No.
Listen to me.
No.
If you ask,
that's a yes or no question.
I'm gonna cement what you're saying. You gonna be shocked. You can ask them folks from Macon County.
That the Cherry people. Yes or no? Y'all haven't beat us but one time in 20 years. We have beat y'all on your home stadium multiple times.
Until you come back, it's yours. It's yours. We can swap it out. Somebody else. I'm honest. The folks down in Macon County, the sheriff people, were down there with the Peanuts, Booker T. watching them. They calling my stadium there since they open it up. So it's my turn today. Some other folks' stadium. If I want my stadium back, when y'all come down there next year for homecoming, I got to take it back. I'm not no fool. That's how it goes. I ain't even mad. Because I got yours, you got mine, and I'm going down to get the vet next week.
Oh no, you ain't gonna get the vet next week.
I'm going to get the vet next week. And I got Perkins on there. Adopt the kids first. But next week, I'm coming to Jackson. I'm taking the show on the road.
Well, hold on. So let's talk about that matchup, because that is another quarterback matchup that surprisingly you have two very talented quarterbacks again. The SWAC quarterback play this year. If you throw out the records and you don't look at some of the records, but if you look at the quarterback play, the quarterback play is good. And Cam Ransom shocked me in that Alabama A&M game. Now, I picked Mary's kids in that game because I wasn't sure about Alabama A&M just yet, because they're starting essentially a new program.
Right.
But Cam Ransom is something to behold.
He can play. And with the parts they have around him, he can play, man. And that's the thing. I think that's what have been. I want all us to do well, except when we play each other. And even then, I want a good product. That's like watching football on a Saturday. You want to see good product. So this quarterback play, and if you start at the beginning, it goes to coaching. Coaching, the quarterback play, and being able to use those positions and use those players around has been really, really good. And they've got two guys that have thrown for like 700 some yards and 600. They got two of them.
Yep.
They got two of them. Bethune got a guy. We got bodies. Like everybody had. That's how you really get better. And along with still being able to play some defense and things like that. We know Bethune is really, really good. We're not taking it for granted. I've been moved on from the FAMU situation because I know I got Bethune coming in here, and they want blood, or Hornet blood, and they can play. They can score. They can score the ball, and if we don't stop them, and we get caught up in homecoming, and we get caught up in a concert, and we got a lot of bros, got a lot of noobs on the football team, and they get caught up in the partying and all that, we're gonna be in trouble. So but like I said, the quarterback play has been really, really good. And defensively, the SWAC we can compared to what they think, we can play some defense. But the quarterbacks lead the league, and you need the quarterbacks to be solid in your league to have a very, very successful league. And you look at Jackson and what they got, and FAMU, and man, look, you got to be ready. And I know FAMU got some quarterback issues, and I'm glad y'all ain't play who y'all wanted to play. But
Don't start.
I'm just saying.
Oh man,
I'm just glad y'all ain't put him in.
He come with some football.
Listen, I ain't go to FAMU.
I
know who y'all should be playing, but I'm glad y'all didn't.
We all know who should be playing. The only person that don't know who should be playing is the man that's getting paid a whole lot of money to make decisions.
But I will say,
there are no buts
I ain't with dog no coach. I know folks, but I will say we had a lot of.
I didn't say nothing wrong, Troy.
I remember when we had a quarterback a few years ago, and he came from this was like Eebrow first couple of years, and he came from Auburn. And I remember him being at Auburn, and I go to Auburn games all the time. And there's no disrespect because the kid is a great kid, and he can play. Just sometimes things don't work out. But he came from Auburn. I had never heard of him when he was at Auburn. Really, I had never heard about him when he was at Texas. And we got him, and we were in a situation where we had to play him. And I know sometimes that goes into it. Okay. Well, I'll try to give him an out.
Because we have multiple quarterbacks throughout FAMU's history. I think Jaquay Neely was one of them. He wasn't supposed to play. He was over there on the bench till the quarterback got hurt, and he never got off the field after that.
Yeah.
So
we had Keys. What's the kids? Keys that we had last year that carried us. That once everybody got beat up and hurt, and he played solid for us. Won a Madison City Classic again. So like you say, man, but at the end of the day, you got to put the best product on the field. I mean, I'm glad he didn't last week, so he can do what he wants to do next week. And maybe different.
Me and Marlo need to sit down and discuss the Magic City Classic, because I don't know if we're gonna have to drive through Louisiana to go to Southern. I think a better trip might be the Magic City Classic.
Magic City Classic gonna be a fun one. It is always fun. But that's why we got to win this week. And them got a tough one down in Mobile this week. And years ago when I was young, and even though Bama State and A&M don't have a history of winning a lot of championships. When A&M and Bama State are at least competitive and pretty good, those Magic City Classics are really, really good because it affects it. But it is a fun time. It's a family atmosphere. It's different when you don't live in Birmingham and then when you do live in Birmingham. So like me living in Birmingham now, I really, really understand. But it is a fun trip, man. And I mean, but y'all go to Southern, y'all want to see the lights and all that, and they got a light show down there. And
when is the game?
I didn't see them last week. Y'all ain't even. Is the power still on at my stadium, or is it like dark? I didn't see the light. I just asked. I didn't see it. Like even when I got outside, like I didn't see any lights or anything.
The game was at 3:00, man.
I mean, I just flicked the lights or something. I just wanted to make sure my power was still on at my stadium.
Habitual line stepper crosser. That's what he is. He is a habitual line stepper crosser.
Hey, look, I'm just like get Waffle House hat I got on. I'm open 24/7. Not mistake. We open 24/7.
So apparently, y'all got into some little Instagram beef with that school in Daytona over their promo for this week's game. And shout out to young Bryce at Bethune-Cookman, who is a very good SID. Shout out to him. Because he kicked it off.
He did. He did what he's supposed to do. That's a promotion for the game. And I saw what's the Carter Stan fan name?
I don't know what Beehive's real name is. I don't know her real name.
And I saw what she put somewhere. Folks were fussing about it. All promotion is good promotion. It wasn't no disrespect. They promote their game to their fans. They're promoting their game to their program. I have no issue with that. You're supposed to do that. First, and it's within reason. Like. We are Buzz, Hornets, whatever you want to call us. It is what it is. Just pull up. So I don't have no issue with that. They kicked it off immediately, and then they kind of changed the tone. And then I'm glad they also did that because it let our fans know what kind of mentality they're bringing in. But we know Mary's kids not going to bring a lot of kids here. They're not going to bring their band, even though we just opened up a Popeyes. So, it is what it is. Like they doing all that, the SID and the
athletic program. Say that and not get a banner. I didn't even say nothing wrong, and I got a banner.
Well, I'm temporary. I'm like the folks that go. I'm temporary. I'm temporary. I can say I want to say.
No, Troy know he be mean.
Hit him with the message.
Troy be being mean.
There it is. Right. Hey, but look.
But they not gonna be there, and I got tickets on Bethune side. I buy tickets on visitor side and home side. And I'm gonna be able to sit over there in peace.
The most important thing when y'all go down there is keep the main thing the main thing. Because if we go in there focused on anything else, disaster happens.
Yeah,
every time. Like you have your trap. That's why they call them trap games.
Yeah, like, this is, man.
You be like, yeah, that team trash. We finna go down there and
we
about to party. We about to do all this. You get to the game and fall flat.
According to Tremaine Jackson at Prairie View, he don't believe in such thing as a damn trap game.
Oh, okay. Well, he don't. I do.
I do. Look. Are you talking about a program that's used to winning? Like don't get me started.
They gonna get
you don't already win. You don't have trap games, so I understand.
That's what I'm saying.
Well, every game of trap game for me, man. I am not playing them games with those folks. And I'm mad. I saw somebody selling some T-shirts after beating FAMU. I'm mad they selling T-shirts. We don't need to sell no T-shirts. I named the stadium. We got from down there. Let's get on to the next game. And we do, as fans, go too far. So fans can do stuff. But when you work for the school, you got to be real careful about what you're doing because you'll set yourself up. And it is a trap game this week. Every game is a trap game for us. We haven't won anything. We've won the games that have been in front of us. We haven't proven anything, and we got to prove. We got to prove that we can go down to FAMU and win, which even I was still shocked. That's why I was, doing that. Even though with the talent we have, you got to come back and say, okay, well, I got Bethune coming. Let's do what we're supposed to because we've never scored a lot of points. The difference is this year we're scoring a lot of points. You got to be able to win this week, and then know you got them boys down at the vet around the corner, and you got to get ready again, and then have Magic City Classic coming up. So you let it be a trap game if you want to. Your feelings gonna be hurt because you lose one, you done.
Yeah,
I mean, especially on this side of the SWAC bracket, absolutely. If you're on the other side, you
lose
2 or 3 games and potentially still be okay.
Now I was saying I was telling with Preview, like, look, that Alcorn game, even though they 0-4 right now, whatever they are, whatever their record is right now, that's still a track game because you just don't know what's going to happen when you get on that reservation.
Not only that, a desperate team will hurt you.
Yep.
Thank you.
It's different down there, and they going down there.
They going too long,
and then that's how they get you because it's down in the middle of nowhere. You got to get down there to travel. That's like, I'm glad that they, even though they canceled y'all game, that they make y'all try to go to Valley this week. It's just different when you go to third places. Your mind geared up, go to Atlanta, or your mind, you come to Montgomery or Jackson. But to have to go to Valley or the Alcorn, that's a different mindset for you, the team, fans, traveling, all that. Anytime you go to Alcorn, they looking for a win, they hungry. G said he's not gonna take a bath till they get a win and all that kind of stuff. So, like they hungry, man. So it ain't like,
Naked.
Man, look, they hungry down there. The reservation is still the reservation. You better treat it as such.
Yep.
Damn.
Well, I'm just gonna say this as a Florida State alum. There is a such thing as a trap game. I don't know who keeps scheduling us on Thursday and Friday nights. We should never play them games. It is
the AD y'all got.
Ski Mask be tripping. But the ACC scheduled that. Just like they scheduled. I had to pay for a hotel TV one night. We lost to Louisville on Thursday night. And I broke them people TV. And I went downstairs and told them, hey, I'm finna pay y'all for y'all TV because it was bad. It was bad.
Those guys are bad. They don't even certain conferences like the SEC, they don't play them Thursday and Friday night games. Mm-hmm. They be Saturday on. You could be at a high school and play a Thursday night game and it's a trap game because the days are different. And it's somebody playing on a Thursday night. And in Montgomery, we have about 5 or 6 schools, so we share Crampton Bowl where Bama State used to play. And our thing was that we had to, like, they couldn't play at home on Thursday and Friday. You either had to take your game away or make the team come to you. Well, our favorite thing was to make the team come to us on Saturday morning and play us at 11. Especially we get those teams like Dothan and down in that area that's 2.5 hours away, or Phoenix City or something like that. Man, make them come to us. Make them have to leave there as a high school kid at 6 a.m. and have to come play us. It's the same thing for them Friday games. It's the same thing for the NFL on Sundays when West Coast teams go east and vice versa. And you schedule those games, but if you know Florida State is going to be one of your main programs this year, even though not supposed to have a bias, you don't want them to play that Friday night game. You want them to play a Saturday prime time game, and if they lose, they lose. But I'm from Bama, so it don't matter if Bama play Thursday, Friday. It don't make no difference. Well, they lost to Florida State though.
I don't care.
I think anytime you have to prepare for a football game without a full week, it's a trap. Anytime, at any level. It don't matter, like, if you normally play on Thursdays and the next week you playing on a Wednesday, you're off. Something gonna be off. It don't matter. I've always hated that. Like, give me a whole week. If you gonna schedule me for a Thursday night game, it better be after a fucking bye. Because it goes you know what I mean? Like, if I'm playing Saturday and then I gotta turn around and get ready for Thursday, it's a trap no matter who you are.
Man, don't be like that here in Dallas, man. In Texas, especially with high school football here in Texas, where you'll play we got so many schools in the cities. You'll play a Thursday night game, and then what we say, TP turn around and play another like a Friday or a Saturday morning game. Like, man, I'm not into this right here.
My fake job, we had to play last Wednesday because at the middle school, fake middle school, the high school, they played on TV on that Thursday. It threw everything off. It threw them off, the high school off as well. It's just, and they used to play on Friday nights. It's just something about it, man. Them days you lose a day, they mess up because you go from recovery on a Sunday or kids resting on a Sunday. You don't have to worry about them. It's just coaches and bringing them in. So now I got to actually implement a game plan a day early. So it does. It is tough.
And for everybody that just missed that, hold on. For everybody,
or expedite during a short week. Like, what do you prioritize? Because you got to recover. You got to be at full strength come the next game. So they gonna need that day off. Off top. It ain't. Hey, we back to work tomorrow. Like, hey, come on, coach. Like, stop playing.
That's why the NFL stuff is so tricky.
Yeah, stop playing. I'll see you on Monday. Like, nah, we're not doing that.
What you about to say, Troy? Go ahead, say it.
So for everybody that missed that, he said his fake job. So his fake job is the job that pays him. His real job is Twitter. Just so we got that cleared up.
What is my real job? That is my job 24/7. My fake job is the one I have to go to from 8 to 3. That's real. I got to go to my fake job, but man, my real job is Twitter, and that's what I do all day. Twitter.
I don't like eating in the dark either, man. I get
it. So it's a big game going on, and y'all playing in Gainesville this week. Texas playing Florida in Gainesville.
Tennessee.
I'm sorry, Tennessee in Gainesville.
Rocket Top got to go to the swamp.
Four horns. Huh?
Listen, I need y'all to. I'm gonna say this.
What are we saying?
I'm just gonna say this because I'm not rooting for either team, but I don't want Florida to lose so they can keep their head coach for another week. I just want them to suffer for one more week.
You think if they lose, they're gonna fire the coach?
If they lose,
they're gonna fire the quarterback. Because DJ, look, let me tell you something.
DJ Lagway.
They were talking all that shit. They were talking all that shit about Arch Manning when we lost to Ohio State. And they was like, Arch Manning is not that good. He's not generational. He's actually terrible. But DJ Lagway said, hold my beer.
He's horrible. He one of the ones I'd be like but they paid him that money though. But man, you need to put a U-Haul truck in his residence, man. Like,
you know what? It's crazy. You know why they did that, right? You know why they did that? Because he looked like Cam Newton.
Yeah.
But so my thing is, why not even hit him? They didn't even let him hit no reset. They let that man throw 5 interceptions. Sometimes mentally, you just need a reset. Like,
but okay. But you have to. Yeah, all things considered with DJ. At the time, I think when they played Miami, he had only practiced like 5 weeks since January.
Yeah,
was that last year? Oh,
yeah. He was in a walking boot during training camp. He was in a walking boot during training camp.
He can't stay healthy. That's probably a bigger issue than he can't stay healthy. I think he got hurt at the end of last season too, didn't he?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Then he got hurt.
But again,
went in the Gainesville and walked them down last year. Like, what are we saying?
Listen, TP said he looked like Cam Newton. I look like Morris Chestnut in the dark. So what are we talking about?
I'm talking about the measurable. Like, what are you talking about, Troy? I'm talking about measurable.
Listen, in the dark,
it runs a 4.5. If that ain't the same build as Cam, then I don't know what is. What other quarterback can you say passes the physical? I'm talking about the physical eye test. What are we looking at? And they felt like they went out on the last time because they had Tebow, but Tebow got them championship, so it is what it is. They were like, well, all right, round 2. And he athletic, he big, he can throw the ball a mile. Hey, but what Denzel say? You can pitch it, you can throw it a mile, but you can't pitch it 2 yards.
Now, okay, hold on. I hate the way that they do the SEC right now with the scheduling. We don't play Tennessee. We don't play Florida until November the 22nd, the week of Thanksgiving, the weekend before Thanksgiving. Why?
Yeah.
Why? Because I'm so used to. No, I'm used to seeing Florida the 3rd Saturday in September.
You know why they got that? They changed the schedule, and they told y'all when they brought Texas A&M in. I mean, when they brought Texas A&M and Texas in, they told y'all some of them rivalry games are gonna change. They change.
As long as we play A&M last, I don't care.
Oh, that's going. Where y'all playing? Where y'all playing them at this year? Y'all playing them at DKR?
I'm not sure. I have to look. I think it might be a mutual field. We might play at the Cotton Bowl.
It don't matter, huh?
Mm-hmm. It don't matter. We don't show up.
Listen, and again, since y'all want to bring up fake baby Jesus, fuck Tim Tebow, fuck the ticket lady, fuck the first chair flute player, fuck the band director, fuck all of them. Let's go now around here.
Put that damn bat on.
You probably ain't like Percy Harvin either, because he was on y'all.
Hell no.
He wore y'all out. Percy Harvin wore y'all out.
Listen, everybody talk about Percy Harvin.
He would have wore a lot more people out had he not had the migraines.
Listen, Percy Harvin wasn't as bad as Fred Taylor. Fred Taylor was a fucking problem.
Yeah, Fred Cole. That's a different beast.
And I need my Jaguars put some respect on his name too. They don't love him enough for me, and I don't like that.
What's that?
Fred Taylor.
There's a running back in the league right now that reminds me of old Fred. And I hate to say how good he is, but man, I hate playing the Colts, bro.
Jonathan Taylor.
Yeah.
A healthy Jonathan Taylor, too. That's been the difference with Daniel Jones this year. They had a healthy Jonathan Taylor.
That dude has been toting that
rock. What's going on? What's up with Jackson Dart coming in with more swag than Russell Wilson?
I told y'all. No,
don't do that. I've been telling y'all about Mabel Lady for 3 years.
Sierra said,
I said it last season.
He can't do it no more. He can't have no swag. He can't have no swag and come to the house.
Hey, you can't be 0-4 and come out there with swag. First of all, for Cam Ward, bro, what swag, bro? And you see what my Texans just did to him? Walked him down, 26-0. Walk down. Jackson Dart came out looking like he was ready to play football, and Russell Wilson will never start unless he is hurt. That his start days in New York are done. Jackson Dart
probably start before he does. They might well start James crab leg.
Right. They might well bring in James. Hey, Jameis Winston got the funniest highlight tape I've ever seen in my life, by the way.
Jameis Winston is the best Bucs quarterback the last 5 years.
He is the funniest football player I have ever seen in my life.
He threw for a lot of yards. He
did. He made Marlo real happy.
His brother's been putting up numbers now. They beat Parker last week. The number one, Parker won his state championship last year. So they beat them last week and Parker. And Parker is around the corner from Legion Field, where you can see Legion Field lights in the background. So that shows you what side of town Parker is in. And they went over there. They was up like 14-17 on them. He plays at Hoover. His brother can go. He can go.
Yeah, I heard.
Man, you said Parker. That's a project. That's all about a project.
That's in the project. You get to that before you get to Legion Field. That lets you know where you at.
Wait, what did Franklin say? Hold on. Let me see what Franklin said.
Jackson might be.
Give me a second.
TP said that. TP said it every week leading up to the damn draft. He said it.
Yeah, he did.
I'm just not gonna give Jackson Dart his flowers because we don't support MAGA over here. I hope he stubbed his toes.
Yeah, we can play though, but we'll see how far that swagger go.
Yeah,
I'm not really. I'm not too concerned about the swagger. Can he play? Can he go out there?
You won't find out until they get another coach.
Yeah, Brian DeBall got to go.
When he leaves and they bring the next guy they bring in, that's how you'll find out how good Jackson Dart is.
I just want us to go ahead and give the pink slip to Matt Eberflus as the defensive coordinator because he is fucking trash. I want the crash.
I thought he was brought in to fix the defense.
Hey man, the defense wasn't even the problem last season.
Shit, the fuck it wasn't. The Packers
the defense was a problem, and y'all best pass rushers now in Green Bay.
And we neutralized him Sunday. I want to crash out.
That with a straight face too. Hey,
I want to crash out because I said playing the.
Hold on, I'm gonna give you 2 seconds to crash out. Then we gonna get back on topics.
Why to a times like kissing your goddamn cousin or your sister? Why? Can we get rid of that shit? We are in the modern. It is modern football. We do not need to have ties in the NFL. There is no more ties in a goddamn game of college football. They don't do ties in high school football. Can we just go ahead and get rid of that shit?
Somebody said
in week 4.
In week 4.
In week 4.
So do you think they should adopt? Do you think they should adopt college football overtime?
I really wanted
That's
them
better than nothing.
I really wanted them to like keep playing Sunday night because that was one of the greatest games I ever seen. I mean, that's one of the greatest games I've ever seen.
Man, they was throwing right there. But when you bring the gambling into it, they ain't gonna do it. That time messed somebody up.
If that time wasn't running out, they probably scored a touchdown the way y'all defense was playing. I'm just gonna throw that out there. They actually ran out of time.
They say
Romeo Dobbs was just. I ain't gonna lie to you. I looked at Romeo Dobbs was killing. He was killing goddamn Trey D's. I was like, man,
get rid of the ties and them guarding him. Get rid of them and them guarding playing them guarding.
Man, look like a big ass mushroom on top of his head.
And they got 2 of them. And they used to have an offensive line. They got 2 of them.
PTE because of y'all.
They still get knocked out with them.
Man, look, y'all know what my stance is. I still say go get Jerry's mama.
God dang, we was finna go to another topic and here you
put the black dress on her so we can go ahead and bury Jerry Jones.
But the thing, his son gonna be worse. His son gonna be worse than him. You better leave Jerry alone. Because his son and watch his daddy do it, his son gonna have more power, he gonna be younger, and you gonna be gone.
I don't know about that because I'm looking at Steven. Steven don't want all that shit. He just want to be the owner.
You know what? Hey, I ain't me and my shift assistant at work had the same argument. Because I said, hey, they'll probably win a Super Bowl when Jerry is dead. He was like, his son grooming him to be just like him. I was like, potentially.
He is tall every day.
Potentially, I don't see
for their own person. I don't see it going down the way people think it's gonna go down.
See, the one thing that you gotta understand is Jerry Jones' son will never have the respect that Jerry Jones has. He will never have what he does because Jerry Jones is one of the owners that really put the NFL on the map, and that type of respect is not going to be just handed down. You don't hand down respect. Respect is earned. So him coming in, if he come in all acting like his daddy, it's not gonna look pretty.
That's why I said he's not gonna. I told you, TP, he's not gonna be like his daddy. He's gonna be his own man. So the next person, the next person down the line, you look at it that has the most respectability in the NFL as an owner is somebody Arthur Blank, Robert Kraft. I would say the Rooneys.
Arthur Blank need to sell the Falcons, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
But he cool. He just too cool and laid back to win. So.
Like he too cool, but you know what I'm saying? He still get respect though.
Like,
yeah.
You forgetting that great organization in Tampa, the Glazers.
The Glazers.
Sir.
Fuck the Glazers.
Damn.
I can't say that because of my fake job, but I was a Saints fan, but I can't keep losing, so I had to go and get on me another bandwagon because that's. But I feel the same way he said about it.
But the Saints didn't have to be bad. Like the Saints are actively choosing Spencer Rattler.
But Spencer Rattler isn't the problem. It's Kellen Moore and the team. They're going into the half last week. They ran a wide receiver pass going into the end zone. Spencer Rattler put the ball on the dime. Olave ain't gonna be dropping that ball.
Yep.
Yeah, that's true.
He went into the half and he could have got some points. And then minimum get a field goal. He did a wide receiver pass. Kellen Moore, and then you went and got the man from the Chargers who was getting beat when he was calling the defense to be your defensive coordinator.
Yep.
And he don't know how to. And he gonna stay in man the whole game no matter what. He don't make no change.
Jimmy Haslam is a terrible owner.
Damn.
Yeah. I mean, he
is a terrible owner.
I mean, but that's Cleveland though. Joe Kim Noah told y'all years ago, ain't nothing in Cleveland. Don't nobody want to be there. When Joe Kim Noah said that,
I remember. I saw the funniest tweet ever from a Saints fan. He said, "I heard Arch Manning might not come out this year in the draft. Don't worry, we'll be trash next year too."
Hey, we're gonna take a quick break. We're gonna take a quick break. We'll be right back.
So, professionally, get your dollars, dog. Get paid. I want you to get all your money.
Have y'all not been seeing Tom Brady when they don't make the playoffs? I mean, when he's not in the Super Bowl, he's commentating the week of, talking.
The
when it's in the
go
off
crazy.
season, he got his hair. Look, I said a long time ago, Tom Brady ain't a football player. That's a model.
That's Mr. Giselle. I mean,
that's
come on,
Mr.
man.
Giselle. And like,
damn, this man is.
He been
what more do he have to do to be a man?
I'm sorry. Let's not do
He
that.
is a boy,
Hold on. Let's not act like he was a little chubby around the waist until he met Giselle. Because when he was with that actress, he wasn't working out like that. He wasn't eating like that. He got with Giselle. He started eating right.
Oh man! So he wasn't winning Super Bowls.
I'm talking about he doing Pilates and shit and plyometrics. He doing all. Come on,
hey,
man.
look, I'm gonna say it like this: Tom Brady made a transformation at some point in his professional career. He went from "I'll have her home by 11" to "She called me daddy too."
Yeah, that one will always be funny. That one and the French fries will always be funny, bro.
That shit's crazy.
Well, so in the MEAC, there is a very potential big game this week. Delaware State is playing Monmouth. I think Monmouth is a top 10 team, top 15 team, and Delaware State is leading the nation in rushing. So we're about to see what's really going on.
They gonna probably put Delaware State best player out again.
You know, when you play in the HOA, you got to be on your best behavior.
The man handed the fan. He had the man the ball. He high five some fans and they put the man out the game.
That was insane.
I mean, I've seen worse, and I've actually promoted kids doing worse. And he had a level 0.
Yeah, he didn't. But I mean, I guess that goes hand in hand with the overarching issues with officials on every single level. Like the NBA is around the corner. I'm not looking forward to those officials. And you have questionable calls in college football, like officiating as a whole.
But was it officiating, or was it one of those situations where you go into those other conferences and you're playing them, and they have that view that they feel about us, black folks, in our schools, in our conferences, in our teams, and I'm only on BO for 20 more minutes, so I say it, and they don't like us, and they gonna make sure they do what they do. And I've umpired some baseball before, and I've been in positions where I could call a pitch here, not call a pitch there, and do you. So I've been in a position where I could not let a coach say so, and I can let a coach fuss, depending on who he is. And so we know at the end of the day,
personal biases.
The personal bias. And when Deshaun Jackson comes in there, and he's done more than I thought he would do. When Deshaun Jackson comes in there with braids, tattoos on his hand, and I know he's a great. I mean, he's a great guy. He's been doing well up there. But when they come in, they look at him, and they look at what the boys, they look at us, and you know what they're gonna do. Those folks, their folks, and officials will always tell you, man, I got to come back here and give a check.
Mm-hmm.
And they that's what they did, and that was the difference in the game too. And they still did a really good job and almost won that game. But we know what it was. They weren't gonna let the black folks come down there and win no game. It is.
Are we talking about Dell State?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had that 31 point. I mean,
over that was absolutely insane.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah, EB. Yeah, EB. I'm on the mic. AT&T. Yeah, I'm on the mic. Yeah. AT&T don't need to be nowhere in this conversation.
You the only reason she in here tonight. You the only reason she in here.
The only reason. Because you can't find no AT&T fan nowhere. Well, except for Dave, but Dave don't have much sense. Dave a little bit crazy. He been arguing about bands now. He don't even talk about football. Dave don't even talk about football no more. Dave talk about bands. And matter of fact, I already seen the screenshot because EB been asking for some Bama State gear, but I can't give her none because she's janky. She all that losing program she got. She want to come over there with us. No, we ain't got no room on the bandwagon.
Oh man, let me go. I have to do this for a guest. A good Christian guest at that.
That man ain't no guest. He family. What the hell you talking about? That's our cousin right there.
Yeah, our family's for real. Because I'm gonna be down there with my other family next week.
What's up? I'll be there.
I'll be down there too, and I can't rename the vet because it's legendary. But hey,
at least you respect you on that. But when we owe y'all ass with
the vet gonna be rocking this.
We owe y'all ass with them 2 years ago.
Y'all don't owe us. Now, y'all owe us last year. What y'all owe us? Why y'all owe us? Y'all just trying to find a reason to mess with folks. That's why I like y'all.
When y'all came to our homecoming 2 years ago and y'all beat us at our homecoming. We owe y'all.
That was our homecoming.
You know what?
Listen, I'm gonna say this.
I pray that they schedule us on their damn homecoming. Ain't that the favorite line?
Hey, I was looking at it too when they did that schedule in 23 when TC became the head coach, and I was like, man, Dion dodged a whole bullet for real. Eebrow was on his ass.
Man, Jackson. I remember when it's always like that with Jackson. Jackson is. I ain't gonna call y'all big brother, but I know I'm not one of the fools to say it. I'll say it. I know who my big brothers are, and our old strength coach. What's his name? That's down there at Jackson. Was the strength coach down at Jackson. He's still down there. And I remember them fighting in the end zone, the ball all year. There's always been something going on with Jackson, and that's just part of the rivalry. It can't go too far sometimes, but man, Jackson's still Jackson. And I look forward to the vet next weekend for real. It's gonna be rocking down there. Y'all always
there is a guy that's doing attendance around FCS and FBS, and there has been some FCS attendance numbers. And this is why I tell y'all people who don't want to listen to me, capacity is more important than your number that shows up to the game. And this dude gave attendance by person and capacity. And the capacity for some of these FCS schools, how you have 120% capacity? So from now on, we're going to redo these SWAC numbers.
So I'm going to tell you this. And it's a school, and I'm not going to call their name. It's a school that sells family packages, right, of season tickets. They started doing it years ago. They sell family package season tickets. So you can buy one ticket for $110. You can buy 4 tickets for like $360. And every game, their numbers are going to always, no matter how many folks are in the seats, they're going to always be high because they sell family packages. So it don't make sense to buy individual tickets. I'm not going to call a school name, but I know who the school is, and that's what they do. And also they making money off of it, but they count those tickets. So if you bought a season ticket and bought them for it, they're going to go ahead and count that as well.
Yeah, that sounds like that school in Huntsville.
I'm gonna move along because I'm gonna move along.
I ain't calling no names because you're gonna have Jen try to mush me and fight me. So I ain't calling no names. I'm just saying.
Jen's birthday next week too. Our birthday next week.
You know who it is. I mean, there's a few of them do it, but
and this is the problem I have right here. This is the problem. They always want to tell something. It's the coalition.
I don't care. I talked to Jen earlier. Jen don't respond to messages. She responds to tweets, and then I called her on the phone, and she know what it is. It's October. At my fake job, one of the people that work for me, I put a note on their desk that said the A&M win last week. I'm asking for a friend. It's October. I don't like A&M, and they know that. Also, I don't like Jen as an A&M fan. I like Jen as a person, as a church member, but I don't like them. I don't care nothing about A&M. Tell Jen.
Shout out to Dr. Kanisha. Her birthday was yesterday.
Shout out to the good doc. She was Bama State though. She a jank though. She need to take that Bama State stuff off. She need to go back to the MEAC.
Yeah. She went to school in the MEAC, but she is surely swag, just like everybody else around here.
Well,
she be all in swag folks' business.
She be in swag folks. Hey, she good for it too. That's Cooper Road, Louisiana, right there.
Well, Norfolk State is playing Hampton this week. If I'm being honest, I don't know who's gonna win this game.
That's the Battle of the Bay.
Yeah, that's the Battle of the Bay.
They gonna probably have my sister went to Hampton. My best friend is the shrimp coach, Cedric Quinn. He's the shrimp coach at Norfolk State.
All I know is
he went to Bama State and
put on the uniform. He gonna be the quarterback for Norfolk.
Man, I'm gonna say Hampton, man. I've been to that game. That game be rocking too, man. And they gonna be waiting for Vic too. And he from the area. Give me Hampton by 14. You can't be honorary swag, EB. Nobody wants you.
Hey, God dang, she's staying here in Texas, so she's honorary swag to me.
They don't went to that the KFC conference with the Colonel, and now they trying to find them somewhere else to go. We'll accept Dr. Kanisha because she's still family. She's still in the, but y'all left. Y'all stay on that side. Go 0-12 or whatever y'all is.
I'll say this, and I know a lot of people at A&T talk about their alumni giving and their fundraising. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I donated probably 3 times to A&T because of the bet fake bookie program that we had, the Johnny Black program. They will retarget you for donations every week. So much so that I got an invite to a party during GHO. So they're doing their part to raise the money. They're trying to, it's just up to the alumni to get him a give. And this just don't apply to A&T. We all got to try and activate our older alumni to give to the programs. It's not just A&T, so I just want to make sure.
The older or the younger? I thought it was the younger alums.
It's the young. Okay, well, A&T is the younger alums. Okay.
Yeah, it's the younger.
The older alumni give until they can't anymore. Them young ones.
It's the folks that pay tithes at church still give a alumni donation. The folks that don't believe in tithes, that hold their money, so they go buy these ballers, ain't giving no money. The folks in my era, down and below, they're not giving any money, and it's some years we're gonna run into issues now.
Those older alums be the ones that when they pass on, they'll give some money to their loved one, but they'll make sure that money go to their alma mater.
Yeah. I mean, you got alumni that's leaving entire life insurance policies to
I never realized that until I saw a story for like Auburn or Alabama, one of them schools, and they were talking about how they were leaving their insurance money, and then it's crazy. We're talking about this one. I got an EDS from Auburn in Montgomery, which is up umbrella up under Auburn University, and they send us emails all the time as alums. Hey, we can sign you up for this life insurance policy, and you can automatically give 20% to the school once you pass away. Mm-hmm. All you gotta do is click a button, and they always set it up. A lot of times, we don't like to talk about death and things like that. But however, I mean, if I leave, I want Bama State to be good. I want them to be able to pay for the lights down in Tallahassee. I still want them to be able to do what they need to do, and make sure that my stadium number 2 is always good. So I definitely am leaving my school something because I got 2 stadiums I got to pay for.
Younger Troy. Younger Troy. You know what? I'm gonna say this. It's Miami Hate Week. It's Miami Hate Week. Back in the day, there used to be a burnt orange box Chevy that used to be on campus that had an ibis on the front. When that car ended up on blocks, that was the greatest day in Seminole history.
You know, hey, y'all see my pen? What my pen says? This for Jen right here. And EB, you see it. Go tell her I got it on.
Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. And I've been trying to get Jen on the show too.
It's home, Kevin. I got to get to the gun. Look at it. EB, this for Jen. This for Jen. Other little account. This is for Jen and everybody and them everywhere. Sam Shade, Dark in the Shade, Bama State by 21. We'll see them in a couple of weeks. They know what time it is.
Oh, Lord have mercy. You know what? This, as I've said before, we don't want rational fans. Rational fans don't sell season tickets. They don't buy the merch. We love the irrational fan. Man, look, drive safe.
I'm very
drive safe.
Because I'm the person that when we lose, I pack up all my stuff at the tailgate, get in my car, and go home. Don't nobody say nothing to me. Matter of fact, that's why I don't like those folks that make it count at the peanut factory. Because I've had, and I'm gonna say this, I really am. First of all, I appreciate y'all being on. This is the first podcast I ever been on. Normally, folks don't let me on this show. I really do appreciate y'all. Y'all really do. It's positive. I always come back. They honestly, I've been trying to get on a lot of them. Nobody want to let me on it. But I will say I am irrational. When Tuskegee was really, really good, I didn't want to play them on Thanksgiving. I wanted to play them on Labor Day because I can maneuver it. I had spent a lot of Thanksgivings where I didn't even eat because I would lose to Tuskegee. And when I get home, I don't want to eat. I don't want to do anything. I'd be miserable. I'm one of them fans. And it's a lot of us, and there's nothing wrong with that. And you know, what our fans as us need to realize, first of all, we're all together. We got to take care of each other. Our institutions are together. We, especially in this day and age in time, we got to be together and walk hand in hand. And it is okay to be irrational. You look at TV every Saturday, every Sunday. The most irrational folks are running the country, and they in them stands every week. It's okay. It's okay to cheer for your team. Yep. Oh, look at Dr. Kanisha. Hey, happy birthday. Hey, I can't sing, but happy birthday. But it is good to have some irrational fans because we love our school, and there's nothing wrong with that, man. I am one. I appreciate y'all. You know, A&M, I'm for A&M. Y'all enjoy y'all week off. Make sure y'all take care of my stadium. You know, Doc, I'll see you next week. Right now, I got to deal with mayor's adopted kids, and they don't bring their band and all that, but we're going to be all right, though. So y'all be safe. I appreciate y'all. I'm always available to come back.
You want to go into that band? No, them people don't even play field quarter, and they only play if they win. And they just would have been sitting over there doing nothing and taking up space. You ain't missed nothing.
I mean, I agree, but, you know, at least, you know, do something. I agree. I mean, but Bethune ain't never. I mean, hey,
Troy, stop me when I'm lying.
I mean, I agree. I agree. I've seen all the bands. I've seen Prairie View. I've seen Texas Southern. I've seen Jackson State. I've seen Valley. I've seen all the bands. I probably ain't seen Pine Bluff, but I don't even know nobody from Pine Bluff. I've seen all them schools. But one school I have never seen banned is Bethune. So it is what it is. But I appreciate y'all. Y'all be safe. Troy, Lord Jamal, if y'all have any issues, let us know and we'll take care of it. All right. You know, don't let the power turn off down at my stadium. And if y'all need to replace a light or something like that, call me, man. I'll make sure I got a guy. Okay.
We'll see you. We'll see y'all next week.
Doc, I see you next week now.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, get the chicken. I bring my own libation. Just get me some fried chicken, okay? I bring my own libation inside and outside the stadium.
They say if I be on the sideline, though.
Well, I get them too now. I get sideline. See, that's part of being financial. When you're financial, they give you what you need. That's why we all got to be financial. But I see that now. And if we get to losing, I'll be gone by third quarter.
All right, man. You drive safe, man. Oh man. He good people. He really is good people. It's a shame I'm gonna have to root against him this weekend, but he good people. So I'm gonna before we get to the NFL. Yeah, they playing Bethune.
You say you gotta say.
Listen. You know how I root. My root is very different than regular people root. My root is I don't want them to win. Listen, you know my root. My root is if they're a rival, I don't want them to win, but I do want them to go 38 overtimes, 20-20, 38 overtime. You know how I do.
Marlo, go on ahead and let them folks know.
I don't give a damn who they playing. I don't want them to win shit. So, you the ops now? Is that what you
Damn, not that. Hold on, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
So in other words, Alabama A&M, you got to show him some fight.
They better not lose that goddamn game. I know that much.
Oh man! All right, so we got some D2 games this week. Before we get to the D2 games, Florida Memorial is playing Southeastern in Lakeland this weekend. Southeastern is a top 15, a top 12 NAIA school. This could be really big for them. So I am attempting to go to that game. I will let y'all know how that works out. Their SID has not called me back, and I have called and emailed. So if you know anybody at Southeastern, let them know Fat Mouth Sports has contacted them. However, this ain't exactly a Christian podcast, and them not necessarily wanting to associate with me because they are a Christian school. I kind of understand, but still, we're reaching out. Somebody got to explain to me this whole D2 stuff because we in week 2, and Virginia Union is still ranked above Edward Waters. Somebody got to make it make sense. Yeah. If the man beat the man, you are now the man.
I mean, I guess it's the same reason why Notre Dame was in the top 10 and then had 0 wins for them, 2 weeks?
Yeah. And then they went out and beat the brakes out of Arkansas. And got their man. They got their man fired.
Arkansas just fired their coach.
They got their man fired. Not only did they got their man fired,
they coach.
Yeah, they got him fired. Then they brought in the man that was a piece of shit to that program, and Bobby Petrino.
Listen, man, all they got to do is keep Bobby off of motorcycles with women he ain't got no business being with. They gonna be fine.
He did the worst. I think Hugh Freeze did at Ole Miss was minuscule for what he did at Arkansas. That first time, Hugh Freeze was a blip on the radar for what he did with what Petrino did with the Falcons and the Razorbacks all in one.
Hold on. Let me think about this for a second. Calling prostitutes, getting caught, having an accident on a motorcycle with your side chick, then telling a lie on national TV.
And
I don't know.
Or how about this? Leave it at the stroke of midnight and leaving your players and everybody else in the organization a goddamn 3-line letter saying that you ain't coming back, nigga.
Oh, so hold on. Let's explain it for Evie. So Bobby Petrino, when he was the head coach at Arkansas, had a motorcycle accident. He then did a press conference after the motorcycle accident telling everybody he was okay. He was fine. When they did the investigation on the motorcycle accident, because, you know, they used to have real journalists. And journalists want to know why was you on a motorcycle and what happened and all the details of the accident. Come to find out, he was on the back of the motorcycle with his side chick. Now, if you're talking about Hugh Freeze situation, Hugh Freeze was at Ole Miss, or was it Auburn? He was at Ole Miss.
He was at Ole Miss.
He was at Ole Miss calling prostitutes on the school landline. Not his personal cell phone, on his school landline. But some people are so Christian-like that they give certain people second chances. So he got a second chance at Liberty. You know, the school that don't let their athletes have sex. So they hired the coach. They got caught calling prostitutes, and he rehabilitated himself after 2 seasons. He got the Malik kid into the NFL, and then Auburn said, "You know what? We're gonna give you a job." So that's what happened in those 2 different stories. Shout out to journalism. Journalism matter. So, but yeah, and we just completely went off topic. What's the double
I don't see nothing wrong with using the school phone. That's just like having a trap phone.
Because it is a trap phone.
You could say it wasn't you, because everybody used it.
It was in his office, Marlo. In his office.
You know how many assistants come in and out? You know how many times I went to the coach office and used his phone to call long distance when I was in school? I'm just saying.
He was just trying to put praying hands on the women right there.
He might have had an in on the player and had to talk to him.
But Bobby Petrino, like you said, was on a motorcycle. The damn woman was on the back of the motorcycle. This motherfucker is in a neck brace, face all the braids and everything. He gets fired. Then he goes to the Falcons and pretty much shit on the Falcons. Quit and shit on the Falcons with 13 games. So he's like, oh shit, Michael Vick ain't coming back. And this when Michael Vick he went to jail. Come on now.
Well,
that whole era of sports deserves its own 30 for 30.
It do.
But this is like before social media, so you gotta watch ESPN News all damn day to figure out what is going on.
Mm-hmm.
That shit deserves its own 30 for 30. I swear. There was and who was that? Was that ABC? It made that slogan, "There's no drama like sports drama."
Yep.
Yeah.
Bruh, we can't make none of this stuff up.
Especially when HBO went into sports too, and they used to do their sports investigative sports journalism.
Oh, like, Brian Gumble, yeah.
In Real Sports.
Yeah. In Real Sports.
It only came on once a month.
But you got all your news. You got all the tea in 1.5 hours.
1.5 hours once a month. They gave you a whole rundown of what happened, who did it, with interviews.
Hey man, while we sitting here talking about drama, James Franklin done shitted on the people's money again.
Like I told you that was coming. I called it.
Happy Valley just happy to be there. They don't want to win no more. Whatever they went through with Joe Pod, they are going through an existential crisis right now. This man in top 10 matchups is over. He can't whoop. And I know we listen.
That's karma for firing Joe Paul instead of letting that man retire out. That's karma. Understand why they fired him, but still, bro, that was insane. Just let the man retire.
Hey, Jamal, you know what else is karma? You know what else is karma?
What's up?
The head coach at Memphis has a better record than Mike Norvell at Florida State.
Hey man. Damn. Hey man. Not this week. This ain't the week for that. This ain't even the week for that. Sir.
Say I'm lying.
I hope you stub your toe going to the bathroom. I ain't never said nothing good about Mike Norvell, but this ain't the week. This ain't that week. This week I need him to fire on all cylinders. I want all the good juju to head his way. I want Gus to have all the best calls. I want to see all the option football and the trick plays this weekend. I want him to open up a can of whoop ass on them dumbass birds from the Coral Gables HOA. This ain't that week. Any other week, I'm cool. This week, no, not this week. Not this week. Not this week. And to all them Ibis podcasters, hell no, man. Listen. The thumbnail says "Betcha Eebrow." Ain't none of them Ibis people want to bet no eyebrows. Not near one of them podcasters. I done added the biggest podcasters in Ibis Nation. I done added the Florida State podcasters that be doing co-streams with the Ibis people. None of that. Meanwhile, they fans want to go to lot 19 to go fight. Lot 19 is not the lot you want to go fight at. You might want to go to lot 2 and 3 with all the old alumni. Maybe you can fight them. Lot 19, they still work out in the gym. Them boys.
That sound like
them boys.
Rated shit right there.
Doc, half of them boys played on the football team. That's not the lot you want to go to. They still young. They still go work out.
You gonna see Ron Simmons go out there and try to. You gonna see Ron Simmons out there body slam a
Florida State lost to Miami in Tallahassee in the rain, and they was over there off of Woodrow Street fighting in the rain and in the parking lot in Tallahassee. Whole bunch of people went to that year.
Listen, don't bring your ass up from Coral Gables. Think you finna go to lot 19 and get an easy win. It's not gonna be good for you. They are 99% very peaceful people. They want you to come over, have a drink, get something to eat, chop it up a little bit, and then go to the game. Don't go mess with the people. They make the people listen. I know some of them people kids. Their parents still want to fight right now. So leave them people alone. Go over there, have a nice time, and everything gonna be good. I'm just saying.
You gonna see Ron Simmons in lot 19 talking about he gonna give him box slams on folks. Mm-hmm.
If I open up Twitter on Sunday morning and see CJ Wilson with somebody in the headlock, I know y'all ain't pay attention. That's all I'm saying. But so we got some NFL games this week. First off, I want to say the Las Vegas Raiders need to fire everybody. I want the strength and conditioning coach gone. I want Tom Brady gone.
They can't fire everybody. No. Money Mark need the money to buy new championship rings for the Aces. So
I want his barber fired right now. Until he shave all that shit off his head, I want him fired too. This motherfucker gonna get up here on social media talking about my 20-year-old girlfriend don't even know that I'm a billionaire. Bitch, you lying. She knew who you was when you walked your old ass in the club. How many grown men running around here with a goddamn Chucky doll haircut at 70? Make me sick. Wasted a draft pick on a quarterback from Canada Junior. Can't even. And I can say this. Y'all listen. They would not let me get a job.
Yeah.
I ain't even saying nothing that bad, and I got a disclaimer.
There apparently there's some disclaimer beef in here for some strange reason.
Hey, y'all thought I was bad.
Listen,
we know where it comes from.
You talking about
I was perfectly fine. If you gonna tell me we gotta lose to get a squad together, that's cool. I'm not happy for the season ticket owners, but I understand there is a process to build a roster. What you're not gonna do is bring Tom Brady in and blow smoke up my ass talking about Tom Brady is helping you build this team.
What is he doing?
If that's the case, why is Geno the quarterback?
Because that's all they could get right then. Because they chose to
Sam Darnold was available. He was a free agent. He was a free agent. He was a free agent.
Hey, maybe John Patrick don't like Sam Darnold. I
don't. And again, this is why I'm blaming Tom Brady. Tom Brady, unathletic quarterback. That's Sam Darnold. You should have been on board for that.
Oh my gosh.
Absolutely should have been on board for that. But no. Absolutely no. We got, you know what? I'm trying.
Nah, I'm gonna say this. Sam Darnold got a little bit more athletic ability than Tom Brady. I'm sorry to tell you that.
I ain't even say it. Y'all can't even blame me. I ain't even say it. But you know what I'm gonna say? Fuck Tom Brady. Fuck him. Fuck his car that I can't tow because they won't let me get a security job at that organization.
Yeah.
Shout out to Giselle, living her best life with the jiu-jitsu coach.
You are the
Yeah,
ops.
he more athletic than Tom Brady.
He's definitely the ops.
This dude is the ops. How
Y'all thought I was bad for real, man. I know I say they give Jerry Jones mama, but he went down the whole line.
I've never said nothing remotely
talking about his divorced wife.
On this podcast that's Cliff.
I just would like to say that the views and opinions of Troy White do not necessarily reflect the views and opinions of Fat Mouth Sports as a company or an organization.
Nah, put your label on up there too.
I put it up there already. I put it up there. I put it up there. Wait. And we got to stop making it seem like this is a bad thing. Like at some point, we're going to want to get monetized.
They
at some point.
Never, Troy. I'm going to hold your head when I say this, bro. We cost too much to get monetized.
There's plenty of people that cuss that to monetize.
Yeah, listen. All we got to do, we got to get we just got to get to 500 subs, and we good. We got everything else. We just got to get to 500 subs. So, and for everybody that followed the saga on Twitter, fatmouthsports.net is back online. It is a sports news site like it's supposed to be, not an advertising agency. Shout out to GoDaddy. It only took me 3 days of cussing y'all out every day to get it right. So shout out to y'all. That's all I got because everything else is gonna be bad, and y'all probably gonna take the website down. So I'm gonna say that. Score alert: the San Francisco 49ers, without their starting quarterback, wide receiver, and a couple other players, are up 17-7 on the Rams.
Hey, they just mad they lost to my Jaguars on Sunday. They'll be all right.
I don't know. I don't even know what's happening. This is. Whew,
I think it's time for
ugly.
good old Matthew Stafford to go ahead and call it a day. Gonna retire with his best friend Clayton Kershaw.
I don't know. He's still playing good football though.
And he's still playing good football.
What's the issue with LA? The defense?
No,
more likely,
San Francisco defense is putting hand to foot, hand to ass, belt to ass, all that.
Well, let me look at this box score real quick. Matt Jones has 179 yards.
He does.
Man, y'all would be thinking Mac Jones is a slap, but like he's a scrub. He's not a scrub.
What I need him to do is to throw the ball to fucking Christian McCaffrey again. Gonna fuck up my parlay. I'm hitting everything.
McCaffrey got 44 yards. Man, he is checked down Charlie. He got a 35-yard pass to Kendrick Bourne. So I didn't know Marquez Valdez-Scantling was still in the league. Wow.
Marquez Valdez-Scantling. What?
I mean, yeah, I got nothing. Everything I'm gonna say gonna be disrespectful. So other games.
I already said.
Other games. this week. Minnesota plays Cleveland. Dylan Gabriel will be starting on a high chair this week, so we'll see how well he does against Minnesota. The Raiders are playing Indianapolis, sure to piss me off yet again. Matt Jones is having a career resurgence. Apparently, New York is the problem. New York is also playing. New York Giants are playing New Orleans Saints. I guess the Giants got a bye week.
That's an easy dub.
Yeah, Dallas is playing the Jets.
New Orleans play defense now. It ain't gonna be no little cakewalk. They might can't score, but they play defense.
That's the point of the game. You gotta score points. But Dallas plays New York. This is going to be an interesting game. Are we going to see Justin Fields throw for 400 yards? That is the question.
He won't throw for 400 yards.
He might run
320.
But
Now, the last time Justin Fields played the Cowboys, he threw for 300 and ran for like another 85 yards. But we still won the game.
I mean, y'all might win this game, and Aaron Glenn has got to do some wins other than the best viral moment in a football game. He got to do something. Something got to happen. Denver is playing Philadelphia. Denver is playing shockingly well. I'm gonna say this take for the Jets.
Bury your whole organization from top to bottom, except Aaron Glenn. Just go ahead, dig a show for everybody in the whole organization, from the head man on up. Yep. Just bury them. Just bury them. Throw them in the Hudson River. That's what you do.
It's Aaron Rodgers' fault.
You can throw his ass in the Hudson River too.
Well, all right. So this Denver-Philadelphia game, are we ready to have? Well, we've been having the Jalen Hurts discussion and AJ Brown discussion because of that Acho dude from Texas. I was forced to look at the game tape against Tampa. Even though they won, I can no longer put Jalen Hurts in the top 10 quarterback discussion.
I'm
He was never in the top 10 quarterback discussion.
And they're playing Denver too.
The only reason he was in that because he won the Super Bowl, and you got delusional Eagles fans thinking that he's a top 10 quarterback because he won the Super Bowl.
So
that don't make you a top 10 quarterback. So
here's the thing: are they playing in Denver or are they playing in Philly?
They're playing in Philly.
Okay, so AJ Brown ain't gonna have no catches because why? PS2 is gonna be guarding him the whole game. Patrick Surtain, who I think arguably is one of the best cornerbacks in the NFL right now. Him and Jason Horn.
Lockdown corners, that's him.
He's locked down. AJ Brown ain't getting off that jam. I'm sorry to say you that. And it is bad when you're like you are the better corner than your daddy was.
Man, his daddy was toast. I'm just gonna say this. I would not be shocked if Denver won this game. It would not shock me. Miami is playing at Carolina. The fool's goal of Tua Tagovailoa will continue because they're playing Carolina.
I got Carolina by 14 in this game right here. They don't have Tyreek Hill. He's gone for the season. Now you're gonna have to depend on Jalen Waddle. So his productivity is gonna go up. But I would say
they got Darren Waller.
Yeah, they got Darren Waller now.
That don't mean nothing because he was non-existent in his last game.
No, he got a touchdown.
He got a touchdown. He got a touchdown in the last game.
Yeah, a touchdown, but he was still non-existent to me. And they still.
I think they have a puncher's chance playing the team they play.
Again, anytime you play an NFC South team, you got a good chance to win. And I'm talking about all of them.
And like we said, we just talked about cornerback. JC Horn is going to be locked up on Jalen Waddle. Good luck.
We got Houston at Baltimore.
Mac Jones hurt.
Oh, Jesus. This is about to go left for them. Somebody going to end up getting fired in San Francisco.
Hey, Angel Reese is letting the chopper sing against Jeff in the Chicago Sky right now on her podcast.
49 is about to call Colin Kaepernick back. They lose another quarterback.
They would die first.
They'll run Wildcat every play for the rest of the season before they bring Coleman
every
back.
play. They will put the water boy out there and say, "Hey, just hand the ball off."
Bobby Boucher is
Before
that
happens.
Oh man, that look bad.
Exactly.
Houston is he grabbing his calf. Houston is playing Baltimore. That kids eat your bananas. Houston is playing Baltimore. This is
Lamar Jackson. I don't yes, we need
Kelsey Mitchell this week. I don't think the numbers work all the time.
Yes, we need to win. We cannot go 1-4. But even beating the Ravens without Lamar Jackson, it won't feel good unless we look good. Because that is still the problem with this offense, is that we don't necessarily look good drive in and drive out. There's no real identity to the offense. Are we a passing team? Are we a running team? It looked like we just out there playing asking Madden and running play action over and over and hope that the run worked, which it actually started to come together against the Titans. But I mean, the Titans are a dumpster fire. So we look like we got on track, but no disrespect to the Tennessee Titans, but y'all are terrible. I'm sorry. It is absolutely bad out there in Nashville. It is not good for the Tennessee Titans organization on any means. They don't block. They don't run. They didn't defend the pass. They can't stop the run, and they can't cover nobody. They are not good on any level. So they got one bright spot, Jeffrey Simmons. Boy, you better get the hell up out of there, first name smoking, or make them pay you Myles Garrett money. That's their only options when your contract is over with, my brother, because you are too good to be playing out there if you ain't got a max contract.
Myles Garrett money?
Myles Garrett money. He that good though. He I mean, he not as good as Myles Garrett, but like worth, you look at the price of milk these days, man, he worth it.
Well, speaking of Tennessee is playing Arizona. I have no faith in the Tiny Tot at all. You have a weapon that you do not get. Yeah, they probably will. I'm sorry, he's too short to be successful. I just don't see it happening. The Bucks played Seattle.
Mm-hmm.
The Bucks got some key injuries that are concerning. Baker on the road.
When is Mike Evans coming back? That's the question.
Got 3 weeks. Another week. He out.
Another week.
Yeah,
This game could get dicey. Yeah, this game could get dicey because Sam Darnold is playing good football. They're playing
good football since last year, and I told y'all that. I said that Sam Darnold is a good quarterback when everything works. What I mean by that,
you should have told Tom Brady, fuck ass. We should have him in Las Vegas, but I digress.
You should, because y'all got a running back. Why go draft Ashton Genty if you ain't gonna really build around them. But I mean, y'all got Brock. Like I'm telling you, Sam Darnold would have been maybe a Pro Bowl quarterback in that system if you look at the fact that y'all got Brock Bowers and Genty. But
I'm not gonna crash out. I'm gonna move to the next game. I'm not gonna crash out.
You should crash out, Corey. You should really do it. You should let them know how you really feel.
You know what you're not gonna do is you're not gonna boost me up. Next game, Detroit and Cincinnati. Cincinnati is also a dumpster fire. And stop calling Joe Burrow this superstar quarterback. He ain't. His body will not allow him to be a superstar quarterback. Period.
In your eyes, you feel like he ain't a superstar quarterback, but to a lot of folks,
his body. This ain't my eyes. My eyes have nothing to do with it. He ain't been on the field.
All I'm gonna say is there's been one quarterback that I was afraid to play going back to my Longhorns, and it was when we played LSU. Oh my God. Joe Burrow lit us the fuck up. And I say that boy real. And
he was healthy.
60 touchdowns.
I mean, who do you expect to be good when they not healthy? Like, please, Troy. Like, let's be for real. Who do you?
What I'm saying is, his body has robbed him of the ability to be in the top 5 conversation. That's what I'm saying.
He is in the top. Bro, if you don't think Joe Burrow is a top 5 quarterback, I'm gonna have to reevaluate your quarterback list. I'm probably right.
TP is the one that says this. Your availability is your best talent.
I mean, but it's true though.
I mean, yeah, you gotta be available. So what? If a quarterback that year Tom Brady blew out his knee, would you still not have considered him one of the top 5 quarterbacks in the league?
No. Are you really asking me this?
One second, Troy. I use this same analogy when I'm at work. You can be the best person in this building, but if you only at work 30% of the time, I simply do not need you when I do not care. So if you're right, if you can be the best quarterback in the NFL, but if you hurt 97%, 30% of the time, you're not really that valuable.
It's not. I'm not talking about Joe Burrow missing.
He's top 3 when he's on
the field. The only problem I have with Joe Burrow
when you not on the field, what they got not ranked, can't rank him because he's not playing. So I get that sentiment. But at the end of the day, he's going to come back. And if he comes back this season and is able to play, and they have a chance to go to the playoffs, the Bengals got a good enough chance as anybody to go all the way. All they're trying to do right now is keep the ship afloat. Can we keep our heads out of water? But as soon as you start going down, because look at it right now, the AFC North is a dumpster fire. They all suck. All 4 of them.
It's like the NFC South Part 2.
Oh my God!
The Bucks are still playing. Like 3-2, 4-1,
3-1,
3-1. Yeah, and the Falcons, they look like they can be a good football team on any given Sunday. And I
Steelers.
I use that term very loosely because we've seen Michael Penix come out here and throw ducks, and we've seen him throw dots. Any given Sunday, anything can happen with the Atlanta Falcons. You never know. And I'm gonna tell you like this: if you a betting man and you ever put the Falcons on any parlay, you are stupid. Because if you bet for them, they gonna lose. You better against them. Michael Penix is going for 4 touchdowns. I'm telling you, not ever in your life put the Atlanta Falcons on a parlay.
That's facts.
Okay, hold on. We gotta get back to this Detroit Cincinnati game. I think Detroit could win this game because they are starting to play Detroit football. They're starting to play loose and free, so I think they'll win that football game. I don't know. Does anybody have them losing that game?
Nah, I don't think Cincinnati can stop that Sonic Tails.
if they come out and focus on running the ball,
yep.
The Bengals, they might can rush the passes, but they can't stop a nosebleed when you get to running on them. They get ugly. So they just gotta keep the ball in their hands and run the football. It should be easy, honestly, and this is with or without Joe Burrow. You keep the ball away from the Bengals offense because they still got Jamar Chase, they still got Chase Brown, they still got T. Higgins. Don't keep giving the Bengals the ball because then once you do, one of them superstars that they got at skill positions might go off. Like, run the fucking football. Dan Campbell, like, stop being stupid. Take your field goals when you get them. Well, that motherfucker be calling goddamn backyard football, and then, hey, it's 4th and 20. Fuck it. Throw it up to Armand Ra. He gonna catch it. Like, but we gonna let Jameson Williams throw it. Like, what are we doing? This is the shit they do in Detroit, bro.
Oh god! All right, so we got Washington playing the Chargers. The Chargers.
Jaden Daniels still injured? Is he coming back this week?
No, he's participated. He participated this week.
Back this week.
He back.
I still like the Chargers.
The Chargers are playing good right now. It's not late enough in the season for them to do their typical LA Charger thing. So I think the Chargers are going to get this game. But if Jalen Daniels get loose, it is going to get ugly.
Well, that's spoken like the team is in the same division who ain't made the playoffs.
The Chargers just lost
unnecessary shots. Just the unnecessary shots.
I think they just lost their other bookend tackle, so I might go with who they playing?
Washington.
I might go with Washington. Commanders. Yeah.
I'm gonna take the Chargers based on the fact that they still got Justin Herbert. They still have the ability to run the football. Not having your tackles, that's gonna be a long day. Frankie Louvu might go off. It might get ugly for Justin Herbert if they're not able to run the ball. But again, it always starts and ends in the trenches. If they can't run the ball, then they're gonna get screamed at because they ain't got both of their offensive tackles. Like, it's gonna be a long day, and then you know how the Washington Commanders like to play football. They're gonna run it. Jaden Daniels gonna hold that ball, and he's gonna run it down the field. But he just gotta learn how to slide.
And then what should be the blowout of the week, New England and Buffalo. Buffalo should probably put up 30 points on New England.
That won't happen. It won't be a blowout.
They're playing in New England. They're playing in Buffalo.
I don't think it matters.
They're playing in Buffalo. And it's not.
Buffalo don't defend their home field anyway. So that's what I said. I don't think it matters. When they lose games, they lose them at home.
That is true too. And then on Monday night, I know Jamal is trying to get to Jacksonville Monday night.
I already bought my ticket.
I'm riding out I-10
at 8:00 on Monday. Go Jags. We on the prowl.
So this is a needed game for Kansas City. Kansas City has to win this game.
They won't.
They have to win this game. Now the real question is,
I say playing it the Jaguars home field is like a house of horrors for a lot of teams in the NFL. Because you got like the crowd, the fan base is more college eccentric. You know what I'm saying? Especially when
it's old.
I mean, it's old, but what I'm saying it got because you play. The Florida Georgia play there, but you got college. It's loud like a college game.
Yes, it is. But
it is hostile too. It's hostile. Like you're not just going up against the fans. You're going up against the weather.
So think about it this way, TP. We like BZ Duke. That was just that we're not used to winning. So we just long for the ride. So we gonna be loud regardless. We can be losing. We loud. We can be winning. It's gonna be even worse.
Shout out to that lady.
What Daddy Ray be saying? Loud, ignorant, and wrong.
Yes, that is to be a hey. Troy just said it. I am a Jacksonville Jaguar fan. It is no way in the fuck that I'm rational about anything.
I mean, the word fan is short for fanatic. So
Fanatic.
what's rational about a fanatic?
People be like, "Oh, you don't seem like what?" Yes, I am. I have been a Jacksonville Jaguar fan since 1996. That was the first year they played.
And I've been a Texan fan since inception. And yeah, the fact that I'm still a Texan fan, you should know that I am actually a fan.
I just want to say shout out to that lady in Jacksonville on TikTok showing off the jersey dress. You are the MVP.
That blonde lady gonna hit you in your eye while you sleep.
That blonde hair lady. Get him. Get him.
But I'm gonna head out before I get beat up by the brown haired woman.
All right, bro. Be easy.
All right. We got a little bit of news. A little bit of news. So we know Fee went full ether this week. Caitlin Clark responded. Caitlin Clark responded basically saying that Fee is the leadership of the players union and they are at a critical state in the future of the league. So, basically I'm riding with Fee. She was very political about it. She said basically I'm riding with Fee. And I'm cool with that.
Kayla said what Kayla said, shit, like, nah, that bitch is the leader right there. I'm just right here sitting on the sideline. Shit. I only been in the league for 2 years. I'm just sitting on the sideline. I don't know shit. I just want to go out there and hoop.
Other news, Nevada court rejects NFL plea to rehear the motion to go forward the trial with John Gruden's lawsuit. We all know why. It's discovery. Pay that man so he can shut up. Otherwise, all your little dirt gonna be in public. The Major League Baseball is in the playoffs, so that's something to watch. The Rays have sold to a majority ownership in Jacksonville. Listen to what I have been telling you. Them people did not sell to anybody in Central Florida on purpose.
Wait a minute. The
Major
Jumbo
League
to get some big brothers.
Yeah. So Major League Baseball is trying to keep them in that area where the Rays are currently at. Especially when your local municipality say, hey, we're going to fund 85% of a $2 billion stadium. And of course, Hillsborough County said we ain't paying for no stadium. But that's beside the point. I have been telling y'all this because I have been checking with people that my mama know from the city of St. Pete. And every time I brought up them moving to Tampa, I always say this all the time. Your source will either tell you the truth, deny, or get real quiet when you didn't hit on the head. Yeah, them people got real quiet when I said, oh, they going to Tampa. And I know, we all know what Tampa said about building a new stadium. You can thank the Bucks for that. The Hillsborough Sports Authority said after the Bucks stadium, they wasn't paying for no more stadiums. That's why USF still ain't got no stadium, messing with the children building fund. So, but Stu Sternberg is dead, not really dead, but he's essentially dead. So I can now be a fan of my daddy Rays because you know how I feel about bad management and bad leadership. I can't stand that shit with a passion. That's why Tom Brady need to get hit by a Nerf bus. But
and make sure he stay away from the Aces this week. We don't need no more game 5s.
Thank you.
My nerves bad.
And just to the makers of Nerf,
Bam in Miami. Bam don't need to go to no games neither.
Shout out to the Wings for going ahead and getting rid of Chris Koklanus, whatever his name is.
I was trying to avoid that.
Thank you. So now Paige can go ape shit on everybody next season.
All right, so
unleash the beast.
All right, let's see how I can do this. All right, Doc. What you got for us this week, Doc?
We got Bama State, Bama A&M, Alabama A&M down in Mobile for the Gulf Coast Challenge. One of the more successful classics that that we have in our HBCU football space. But I just want to talk about the importance of owning our own stuff as far as when it comes to the classics, and let's not keep getting these third party people in place to try to bring a dang on football game to the city. And from what I heard, the man went to both representatives of schools, went to Valley first, knowing Valley didn't have an AD at the time. Let's keep it a buck. Didn't have an AD at the time, and at the time the AD for the AD at the time was the basketball coach for Valley, where he already had his own issues for gambling. And then of course they going to FAMU and present the same idea. But my whole thing was, and a lot of people's thing was, why is Valley giving up a home game, knowing people from Florida they're not going to travel up to Itabena to play in this game. My suggestion would have been have the game in Jackson. It's closer to Itabena for Valley. It's only a 5-hour drive from Tallahassee to Jackson. That would have been more reasonable. Play in the vet, play on that Saturday, because Jackson State is not going to be in town. We're going to be in Mobile. So it could have worked out this way. Instead of postponing the game all the way to the week of Thanksgiving, and this is the second time that FAMU has had a game postponed to the week of Thanksgiving, other than last season. The only reason why it was postponed because it was a hurricane that came through, storm came through, and there's nothing that they could control. This is something they could have controlled, and it doesn't look bad on the schools, but it does look bad on the 100 black men of Atlanta or DeKalb, which one of that was. And also, this also saved. This was also the same group that was going to have a classic at Tampa with Bethune and Southern. And when both of those schools found out what was going on, Bethune was the first one to pull out and said, "Nope, Southern they'll just come to Daytona. We'll treat them hospitable and everything. They'll come to Daytona, and we're gonna have a good game to watch, to play." But I say this, we just have to get rid of the middleman. We have to put more emphasis, having leadership from the conference, put more emphasis in trying to bring us a classic game, as we see, want to compete with the big ones. Your State Fair Classics, your Bayous, your Florida Classics, your Magic Cities, your even your Labor Day Classic with Prairie View and Texas Southern. I think it could be done, but the leadership has to be. It has to be at the top. Has to be knowledgeable about what they're doing. Now we won't see a good game, a rematch from last season this weekend because of some janky promoters. We just have to wait till November. But other than that, I still say go ahead, dig up Jerry's mama, put that black dress on her, and let's go ahead and bury her son in a pine box. Be blessed, be safe, hug your loved ones, and love on your loved ones. Crash out on your kids and beat them out the penitentiary. Y'all be easy.
Oh man. So look, I say this every week. I don't know how this gonna go. This could go. This could go very well, or this could go very left. I honestly don't know. I can't tell you how this gonna go. And with the way, seriously, with the way this app running, I gotta make sure I do this right. Model, sir. What you got for us this week?
Well, I am a little frustrated. I'm frustrated with a lot of our supposed to be authorities in the SWAC that took it upon themselves to levy a fine against an announcer. I'm a little upset that it has gotten to the level of attention that it has reached. Like it's on major news networks that he made a joke about the dancers that were dancing for Alabama State. Could the joke have been better timed or maybe made against the school itself? Yes. But to find someone and suspend them for multiple games and basically throw the university under, to reprimand the university because of a joke, I think that we've gotten way beyond the veil right here. If you go to any HBCU football game, you will hear commentators and announcers crack jokes pretty much all game. And now they come with this. I don't want to say it's made up frustration, but to take it to the level that it is now, I just don't think it's called for. So I'm not gonna really express how I feel about the joke because that would be taking the light off of where it should be. But it was a joke. People need to do better with their feelings about things. Like when the band starts being disrespectful in the stands, playing while the other team has the ball, chanting, singing. Like I've heard everything, but now y'all have this disdain in your heart because someone made a joke. I think we need to get past this, and I don't know. If it was me, I would challenge this suspension. I would challenge the fine. Like you would have to show me other instances where someone made a joke and you fined them $10,000 and suspended them. or not, because there's plenty of evidence that, you know, people haven't been suspended or fined for saying some things that some people find distasteful. I'ma just keep it a buck. That shit was funny and well timed. Like I don't think that the skin of those women are that thin that they got that offended and appalled that somebody made a joke. So that's all I got. I think we need to do better. There are way more worse things that we need to be concentrating on, like getting better refs to officiate these games, organizing the schedule so the fans can actually enjoy the games while on TV and not die of, you know, 100-degree heat strokes. I'm just saying, it's a lot more things they could be concentrating on other than that. So that's my time. I hope everybody be blessed. Everybody love on your loved ones. Meet somebody new. That's what's up. We need to stop being strangers. That's our problem right now. That's my time, y'all.
Okay, so I didn't expect that one from Marlo. I ain't even gonna lie. I didn't expect that one from Marlo. That one kind of threw me.
I'm just saying.
Well,
For real.
I guess. Yeah, you're not wrong. You 100% not wrong. You are not wrong. I guess I need to say something, huh? Let me just get this apparatus correct. This. All right, so it has been, for me, it has been an interesting week. Some good, some bad. But I'm gonna say this. We have had outrage about a whole bunch of stuff. Yet there is a whole entire NCAA board of directors. It is a new construction of an enforcement board that made up some rules this week when it comes to NIL collectives. So schools cannot guarantee the amount of money that you're going to get from a third-party collective. Did that for a reason, because there is this quote-unquote salary cap when it comes to revenue share. So even though players can get money directly from collectives, schools cannot use that as part of an inducement to increase the salary cap. So if you have player X who's getting $80,000, $100,000 from the school, and the collective has agreed to pay him $1 million, the school cannot guarantee that $1 million if the collective does not pay its bills. So in other words, the salary cap is a hard cap. Interesting. They also said that there has to be essentially an activation date on your third-party NIL deal. What that means is that there has to be a actual business purpose to your NIL deal. So what was happening was certain schools were giving players future media dates or future rights dates. So let's say they don't actually have a business plan for your NIL or for your name, image, and likeness right now. In the future, they'll have one, but they're going to pay you in the interim. And these, for some people, might seem like reasonable rules. They seem like a way to keep players and teams from breaking the rules and circumventing salary cap. Here's the problem. There's a company called Deloitte that sold the NCAA a bill of goods and said that we're going to make you some software that the players, not the school, the players will submit their NIL deals And the software, the AI, will determine if it has a business purpose. Here's the problem. I've been telling y'all this forever if you've been following me on Twitter. AI is new. AI is experimental, and it don't always work as expected. Bad programmers write bad software. So if a bad programmer writes bad software that's supposed to be AI, it would be reasonable to think that the AI doesn't work. And I'm not saying all programmers are bad. It's not what I'm saying. I am saying that there are a lot of product managers and project managers who do not understand the things that they are asked to create. AI is a new flashy word. It's a business process. That's all it is. It takes a bunch of data and it goes, how do I process this? And it spits out an answer. Deloitte software was never going to work in the time frame that they had to put it together. You should have known it wasn't going to work when they put that ugly ass Ibis logo on there when they were doing the demonstration. That was my key right there. I was like, oh, this ain't gonna work. And yes, any chance I get to take a shot at them Ibis people, I'm gonna take it. It is Florida. It is Miami hate week. But in all seriousness, while we outraging over the things that are said over a PA announcement, or we're outraging over the disrespect that's happening on campuses, while we are raging amongst each other, we got real problems. We have a revenue problem. We got conferences fining schools more than the amount of money that they get for an event of their media rights deals. So one school got fined $10,000, which means they got to write the conference a check for $7,000. I'm sorry, for $3,000. And if you do the math, yes, they got $7,000 for that event. That's crazy. You can't turn on the lights at a stadium for $7,000, but we're okay with these media rights. And I know the swag, and I know a couple other conferences have their own networks, and they're trying to figure out a way to turn that into actualized revenue. But I need y'all to understand and hear this every day. While we're yelling at alumni that we need to give more, we also need to be yelling back at the conferences, you need to get us a better media rights deal. Because the SEC and the Big Ten, for sure, after they just got this $2 billion investment, they are not playing. They are moving forward, and we need to be moving forward as well. Keep that on your mind when you think that your season tickets is enough. It's not enough. The money that you give to the university is not enough. We got to find new ways to bring revenue in and get the young alumni on board with this new reality of college sports. But again, I ain't gonna preach to y'all. As always, it's that time of year. It is. Fuck Dennis Erickson. Fuck the playmaker. Fuck Luther Campbell. Fuck the president of their university. Fuck the president of the HOA. Let's go nose round here. Nose by 10. All right. Now, he swear to God that I bring him on here to crash out. And that's not true. I bring him on here. I bring him on here because he has some good insight. Jamal, what you got for us this week? I think you muted. You muted.
Damn, I'm over here talking on mute. I actually don't have no crash out this week. I'm being for real. My Jaguars are honestly, we got number one defense in the NFL. Whoever thought I would have said that. We just got Hines Allen was named Defensive Player of the Week. We hadn't had a Defensive Player of the Week to come out of Jacksonville since 2005. Hey, we got a Monday night game. I got tickets. Don't know how I'm gonna get off yet, but I will be in Everbank Stadium. I figured I could get off. I could get sick mysteriously at about 4 and just drive the 2 hours to Jacksonville, and then just remain sick on Tuesday and just go back on Wednesday. That's probably gonna be the plan. But I'm going to Everbank to watch this game, and that's that. WNBA news: Jackie Young of the Las Vegas Aces became the first player in WNBA history to go 30-10 with 0 turnovers in a playoff game. 30 points, 10 rebounds, and no turnovers. People that know ball honestly realize that that's insane. No turnovers at all in the game. No turnovers. And this is a game 5 put up, shut up in your season over game. Aces, and I'm not an Aces fan. I know I talk about them a lot. I'm actually a Sparks fan. We just can't get right now, and that's just what it is. Aces and Mercury for all of the marbles. These last 2 series were kind of ironic because you had DeWanna Bonner that pretty much left Indy in the middle of the season, said she wasn't playing for them no more, and forced the trade to get out of there. And then you had Melissa Smith, who the Caitlin Clark coach made an absolute villain all last season for no apparent reason other than that's just them. So both of them will be facing off for the championship game, and that's gonna be exciting. It starts on Friday, so I got a lot of sports to watch this week. As for me, I'm pretty sure people that follow me on Twitter they saw the new profile picture go up. Y'all have heard me talk about my therapist on the show before. I'm finally taking her advice. She has always said that I have a lot to say and I should say it. So, you got Unfiltered Perspectives with Lord Jamal that'll be launching soon. I actually went live on my YouTube tonight so I can figure out how to use it. Might post some clips, might not. But yeah, that's kind of where I am. Y'all have a good week. I'm having a good week. I had a good week this week. I want y'all to have a good week. In the words of Troy, lead with love. And always crash the fuck out when people have you fucked up. Fuck Donald Trump and punch Nazis. I am Lord Jamal.
And fuck that school in Daytona.
Always.
Always. We almost got out of here. We almost. Well, for everybody here at Fat Mouth Sports, I don't know what happened with Doc Holliday, but for HBCU Overdrive, I want to thank Doug for coming on the show. For myself, Jamal, Marlo, TP, we are out.
See y'all on Thursday. Tuesday.
Thursday.
Thursday.